Hey doing YouTube, it's Will from Will Development. It's my 363rd weekly update. Really close to that 365 number. So this was my first week back at the gym, but this is kind of a weird week because it's my wedding week. So I was kind of off on Thursday and Friday for a little bit, and like I said, things are just kind of weird in terms of, well, just things going on. So I went into the gym on Monday and Tuesday, did a little bit of squatting on Monday, did a little bit of overhead pressing on Tuesday, which was a total wash. Don't exactly know why, it's just my body was just not having it. Like, I knew it was bad when 135 felt heavy, and I was like, okay, this should not feel heavy for me, so obviously something's wrong. But honestly, it's okay. And I wasn't going to go in the rest of the week. I had Wednesday off, and I went in yesterday because a friend of mine was in town for the wedding, was at the gym, and I was like, well, I can't say no. You know what I mean? So I went in, did a little bench sesh with him, and it's good to know I can still hit 275. And honestly, I felt like I maybe had a little bit more. I probably could hit 285. Probably had 10 more pounds in me. But it was one of those, like, I haven't benched in forever. Let's not kill myself. Let's just, let's do some accessory stuff instead. So yeah, it was a really quick week in terms of training, and next week I will be back on the ball. I have no more comps planned for the year. We'll see. I might do Florida's in December, but I'm not, as of this moment, I'm not planning on doing it. I'd like to take basically a bunch of time off until Orlando's, which will probably be in February sometime, and take a bunch of time off, just get really strong at this new body weight, because that's a big part of the adjustment. When you drop down a weight class like I did, getting used to that new body weight and how your body moves and you function with that new body weight takes time. Because when I was first walking around at 185 just all the time, it was awful. I felt weak. I didn't feel good. Everything just felt bad. And then now, that I've been this body weight for a good 6 or so months now, I'm starting to actually get stronger. I'm hitting PRs higher than I did at higher body weights, and things are just starting to work. And I feel better at this body weight. And I thought I felt good at 200, down from like 220. I thought I felt good at 200. And then now I'm down to, 186-ish, and I feel even better. Does that mean I'm going to keep dropping weight? Probably not. I'll try to stick around the same weight, but I will try to lean out even more, and actually put on some muscle, and in turn some strength with that size, and then lose the last bit of fat I have to lose. I have no idea what my body fat percentage is, but it has slowly dropped over time. And even in the last, few months, I've noticed more body fat dropping, but there's still more to go. And if I can walk around at 186, a little more solid, I'd much rather do that. So that's the plan moving forward for the next, what are we in, September till February, December. It's 3 to 4 months of training, just general training. Touching some implements here and there just to get a little stronger with them, that I have to basically get ready for that, which is really to get ready for April, which will be Miami's Baddest. I'm sure it'll be in April again. I'd really like to do well at that show for once. I'd like to podium. It'd be really cool to do that, but I need to be a lot better than what I am right now. So I figure in 3 to 4 months, if I really hunker down and focus on my big weaknesses in strongman, which is my deadlift and my overhead, which my deadlift isn't awful, it's just not where it needs to be, and my overhead for where I am and for the weight class that I'm in, it is awful. I should be consistently hitting like 230 from the ground on either a log or an axle, either one, and that's just not reality. So I've got work to do, and I'm looking forward to getting back in next week. I'm basically just restarting all my programming just because I didn't really think about all that stuff when I was doing it before. Like, oh yeah, you're probably going to have a couple weeks there that are just destroyed completely. So, keeping that in mind and working on that, and just working on getting stronger and actually being able to be competitive at this body weight. And then we'll see how things go 3 to 4 months from now. Still going to do the updates once a week here. And I'm sure it'll be like every other time where there's good weeks and there's not so good weeks, but hopefully I can minimize the amount of not so good weeks. I'd like to basically in the next 4 months really only have like 7 to 10 bad training sessions. If I can manage to do that, I'll be happy. And if things manage to progress in a good direction, I'll be very happy. So that's the plan moving forward. And yeah, that's the general plan moving forward. That's about all I have to say. I think some time off from competing wouldn't be a bad thing. And yeah, I really don't have much else to say about it. Like I said, there's not much else going on this week, so yeah, plan ahead. Take some time off from competing, anyway, if you do compete. If you don't, then what's your excuse?